your first impression of Daniel Carter?
Man, he's a beast. He's been doing his thing. He's fast, explosive, smart, excited.
How do you think his presence impacts you?
He gives us another guy up front to rush. He's been taking his roles really strongly, and he's been doing his thing in the inside, on the outside. So excited to have another guy to add to the gauntlet.
We've seen you and Brian taking him to the side working with him. What's it been like kind of working with him, just seeing what he can do a little bit?
I think when new guys come in, they always have, certain talents and things that they can help us with, and we know certain things that we can help him with. So it's been a constant, growth mindset between all of us.
How's the spring been for you?
Spring's been great. I'm healthy, I'm fast, I'm strong, I'm excited. Things been good.
Kayvon, there's the 5th-year option pickup. Now known this year, next year. Last year you didn't really know that for sure. Does that give you security, or do you wish it was more, or how do you go into that?
I don't really think about too far ahead. I think for me, I can only control the now, and the now, I got to get better pass rushing, I got to get better stopping the run, and that's what I'm focused on. I think the more I can do for the team, the better off I'll be. So just honing in on that.
Did you look at snap by snap of last season and everything, and
definitely
assess? I mean, you a hard grader of yourself?
Definitely look snap by snap. I got hurt last year and missed kind of that middle part, so I tried to focus on the last half of my season and see how I did well and things I can do better.
What are things that maybe you felt like you didn't do well enough?
I didn't finish. I think I had like 5 half sacks, which should have been whole sacks. I've had probably like four or five missed tackles at the sack point. So just finishing my plays and being able to just come out on top of every situation.
Kayvon, are there things that you go into this season believing that you haven't shown the league that you want to show about who you are as a player, or who you've grown as a player?
Yeah, I think I'm a consistent double-digit sack guy, and I got to do that. It's been 3 years going on 4 now. It's been a lot of ups and downs in my career and as a team, but I think this is a team that can win, and I can help that.
What do you think about your new DBs there, Paulson?
Man, love him. Having Javon, I played with Javon back in college, and he's always been a field general. Paulson's great. He's been doing his thing. He's a leader. But I think just having those extra pieces definitely does add to the nucleus of the defense.
With Javon, you mentioned you did play with him in college. What was he like then? Do you see that same element now as far as him being that field general type?
Yeah, he got a nose for the ball. Ever since college, he's been getting that ball out, whether it's, interceptions or punch outs and things like that, but he's definitely, he makes his teammates better, and he knows everything that's going on. So I think that's definitely going to help some of the younger guys step up, and then also, help the defense as a whole.
Is there any reason to think that this defense cannot be really good?
No.
Why? I mean, is it because of your health, the additions, the new guys? What's your sense of the whole group?
I mean, we've been putting in the work. We've been putting in, the time with each other, team chemistry. I think it's kind of interesting how Joe went and got, a Stanford guy for Bobby, an Oregon guy for me, and we also, we got a couple Oregon guys on the team. But bringing in guys that know each other, that can play well together, that can, do what needs to get done.
What are you seeing in Shane's defense for you?
I see confidence. I think last year, it was a new defense, a lot of moving parts, but it's a lot more confidence growing in the team, and then, the guys running the plays.
Kayvon, you always seem to be a guy who likes to be up front.
Yeah.
You want to hear what people have to say.
Yeah.
Did you have a moment at all this offseason when they drafted Abdul that you wanted to know where your future was here?
Nah, to be honest, I always knew where my future was. I'm in control of my own future, and I've never not been in control of my own future. I think whether it's injury, whether it's, whatever kind of goes on, whatever adversity you face, your future is still in your control in the day by day. So all offseason, I've just been training, working on doing what I can do to continue to get better and control what I can control.
Kayvon, speaking of adversity, you mentioned your injury. What did you learn, having to miss that chunk? I mean, did it make you hungrier? Or what did you learn about yourself?
No, I've always been hungry. I grew up poor, and this is an opportunity to make more money than you'll ever make in your life. So there's no added pressure. There's no added motivation. I think the motivation is not only to get here, but to stay here. And then once you're here, you're in a land full of lions, right? You got to come out on top. So for me, I just want to be the best now. That's kind of what my motivation is, and that's what I'm here to do.
Kayvon, you've always been sort of willing to put numbers to
Yeah.
goals. Do you still have
more than I ever had? More than I ever had. Every time I come out on the field, I want to have more sacks than I ever had, more tackles than I ever had. and whatever I got to do to help the team. So, yeah, I'm still going for the record. I'm going to go for the record every year.
What's the time of year like for you guys in the trenches? Like Darius got that's the best part for a receiver if you're running, but you guys are battling, but you can't play contact.
Yeah, OTAs suck. OTAs suck. You know, you can't really show what you want to show. You can't do what you want to do. But I think it's definitely a time to just fine tune. For me, this is not. You know, you're not gonna use every move in the game that you would use in OTAs. But while you're in OTAs, it's good to sharpen, you know, the things that you're not always, you know, using.
I know you're on the other side, but you're going against that offense every day. How different does it look to you this year?
I'm excited, man. You know, all offensive lines suck to me, so I can't really, you know, across the league, literally across the league. So I can't really tell you yet, and we haven't been in pads. So it's not really much they can do either on their side to show, you know, what they've been working on and things like that. But I'm excited. I know we allocated a lot of resources to the O-line, and there's a lot of confidence, there's a lot of swagger, there's a lot of good energy coming from that room. So I'm excited to see, you know, how they put it together.
With Russ, is there anything you see differently up close than you've seen from him on tape or film or on TV?
I mean, nah, he's that guy. He's the guy that you've, you know, always seen. I think he has a great opportunity to lead us, and he's been doing that, and I'm confident in him. I'm super excited. I'm happy.
Take a couple more, guys.
Is there anything I mean, just a couple of years ago, you were in a position that Abdul finds himself in.
Yeah.
Top 5 pick, and being brought here,
Yeah.
a lot of expectations. I don't know necessarily if you have sat down and talked
Yeah.
formally, but what have you said to him about the experience that you went through that maybe he can learn from?
Just keep doing what you're doing. I think you lose that when you come in the league because the lights are brighter and there's a lot more people asking you questions. But honestly, just stick to what got you here and, you know, keep your head down and grind. I think when you get too focused on everybody else's expectation or what everybody else thinks you should be doing, that's when you start to lose yourself. You know, for me, I've been able to play my best and do my best when I'm doing what I know I do best, right? And not really focusing on the outside. So that's what I told him.
Do you feel like, based on the first couple of years, you lost a little bit?
Say it again.
Do you feel like you lost that bit of yourself a little bit? Like,
No.
the outside, you can bring that up?
Well, I bring that up because that's something that's real, you know, and I think it's every week. So when you say you lose yourself, like, you don't let it stack up, right? Every week when we come back in and we answer these questions, you got to reevaluate, you know, who you are and what everybody's expectation of you is. So for me, it's after every game, like, you're going to read it, you're going to see it, it's social media, you know, we're on it every day. But now it's like, all right, you read it, you digest it, and you flush it, and you move on, and you get back to your process.
Are you looking? You obviously were very looking forward to coming here and working.
Yeah.
After tomorrow, are you looking forward to putting it away? Will you put it away? Will you get a break? You know.
No, I wish we could get more. I just think that we're just on this constant growth trajectory, and we got to stay there. You know, I think that, you know, we've grown so much every day. The team. I think we just have gotten better and better every day. Offense, defense, special teams. I think our camaraderie has been amazing. I think that you know, it's always cool when, you know, this is going into my 14th year in the National Football League, and it's fun to be able to see guys who are young, you know, staying extra, doing the extra necessary things. Obviously, I think from a veteran perspective, we're supposed to be that and understand that, but it's great when the young guys come along. I think we've done a great job of that, and I think the demonstration of all the leaders of this team, guys like Bobby O, guys like you know, Dexter, guys like, you know, obviously Brian Burns, even a younger but really a great leader, in my opinion, is JMS, and how he's led up front with the offense. I think he's done a great job. GVR, just got a lot of great guys that are dedicated to the craft, and I think it's definitely paying off. I think Slayton's been a great example. I think Wandell. There's many guys putting the extra work in.
Russ, are you starting?
For you personally?
Man, it's been a joy. I think, you know, if I had described it, it's just the joy to be able to do what I love to do. Number one, number two, to deal with the people that you really want to be around. I think that obviously the players. I mean, just the amount of guys. I remember going to Atlanta throwing with the guys, or going to being in San Diego throwing with the guys, and also to just being here and the extra time that we put in, you know, watching film, doing all the necessary things to be great. I think that's been the joy of it, man. That's why you love the game, the obsession of it all. You know, that's the good part. And I think the other part to it all is just, I think the coaching staff is tremendous. I think their ability to teach every day. I think what makes a great coach is the ability to teach. You know, to be able to teach young guys, to be able to teach veterans, to be able to constantly learn. I think being on that constant quest for knowledge is such a necessary thing, and that's the part that I love the most.
Russ, are you starting to see this offense develop an identity?
Yeah, I thought we had a great day today, and I think that we've been having stacking great days, and just seeing guys really shine is a really cool thing. Obviously when they put the work in and it pays off, and all the things that we talk about in the film room and just all the details that we may discuss, and that's been great. I think Dave's and Calf and all the coaches have done a great job, like I said, teaching, and just when you put it on, you get to do the walkthroughs and do the film and all the notes and all the things you do to try to be great, and then you take it out to the field. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to feel, and I think that we're definitely feeling that.
Russ, what is your identity?
I think that we're going to develop that once we put the pads on. I think obviously even more. I think anytime it's. I think our identity wants to be tough-nosed football team, a team that is explosive, obviously, in the passing game and the running game. The ability to diversify the football, the ability to score a lot of points, obviously, but also know how to win the game when it's clutch time. And so all those things are necessary. But we've had a great OTA so far, and obviously got one more day tomorrow or whatever it is. But I think the important part is making sure that when we come back for training camp, that we have the best training camp that we can possibly have day in and day out.
Russ, are you a better athlete when you have something to prove to people?
Say again?
Are you a better athlete when you have something to prove to people or to yourself?
I think you're always just trying to prove yourself right, and just I know I'm capable of every day. I never lack confidence.
When you came into this league, I would imagine from day one, it was about chasing a championship.
Yep.
Has your messaging ever changed throughout that whole thing? And does it ever get to a point where you almost have to read the room and reset expectations every year, knowing that it's always about a championship, but there's more to this than just 31 other teams walk away?
Yeah, there's 32 teams, and only one gets to win it every year. That's the reality. And I think that what I think that I've been obsessed with in the connectivity to it all ever since the beginning and still now, and that constant urge and constant quest of knowledge, like I said earlier, is just the constant growth process every day. I think that's the part that that gives you the best chance to be successful is the incremental gains daily, and throughout that process, that that's the thing that you're seeking, is trying to be your best and our best every day. And I think that we're demonstrating that, and we got to continue to do that.
Russ, what have you liked about how you've played this spring?
I think that obviously, most importantly is just to be able to lead guys. I think to be able to get guys, their confidence at the highest level every day. I think that's the job of the quarterback, is to facilitate the ball to the right guy at the right time, but also to, facilitate that motivation daily for each guy, and find their why daily. Find their greatness daily. Find that greatness in the huddle, that play, and find those special moments throughout practice to communicate with a guy, communicate with a group, through film room, whatever it may be, or on the field. And I think that that's been an important part to the process for me, just making sure that I'm grateful that God brought me here, and I'm grateful to be here. And so every day it's that opportunity to do that. And so I think also too, just the ability to score touchdowns for us, and make plays. I think that's what we strap on the cleats to do. Is to make those plays.
How well did you know Jameis before you got here?
Say again?
How well did you know Jameis before you both came here, and how has your relationship kind of grown over this?
Yeah, I've known Jameis for years. He's been awesome just for years, and I've gotten to know him. And I think I've told you guys before, maybe once before, but Jameis and I watched him when he was at Florida State, and then we talked a couple times. My old mental coach was somebody who helped him too, and Trevor Moat was, and I was super close with him, and so. And then when James got in the NFL, we spent a lot of time together at one particular Pro Bowl. He wanted to come meet, spend some time and talk life, talk ball, talk this. So I shared everything I had for him, and we talked a lot, and I think we really grew close then. And just I've always been rooting for him. We've seen each other at PAOs and different things. And so then fast forward, obviously being here and watching his work ethic every day, watching his detail, watching his love for the game, his love for his teammates is remarkable, and it's been a great process.
Russ, Brandon Brown talked to us about you and Jalen's relationship. He said you guys had workouts. You've always talked him up. When you saw him, what stood out about him that made you think this guy's got potential?
Well, I saw him do it in college not too long ago. I also saw him make some big-time plays in the National Football League. I remember he had this sweet catch against Arizona that he went up and snagged it over somebody's head. He did it at home too once, and just multiple times he's made some great plays. I think that the biggest thing is just consistency that I can bring to him every day too, and just making sure that I'm always giving him you know, the extra opportunities down the field, but also not just down the field, but in any play that we got, and spending extra time on the field. And he's got great work ethic, Jalen does, and I think he's got great grit to him. I think that he wants to be great every day, and he's got all the special pieces to it all. I think what makes a great receiver, you know, that is his ability to catch the ball and in contested situations. He does a great job of that, and he's got, you know, a great opportunity, in my opinion, this year to really set the tone in a great way. So I got all the belief in Jalen and who he's going to be and what he's going to mean to us and make clutch plays for us and when it really matters in great way. So I'm excited for what he's going to do this year and the rest of his career.